All right. Hello. My name is Alicia Powers. I am the food sensitivity analyst for Core Harmonic, and I'm happy that you're here with me today. I'm just going to go through a few questions that people might have about the Sugar Slowdown program that we're starting on January 11th this year. Um, we're really excited about the program, and I just want to let people know what's involved so they can decide whether they want to get involved. So the first question I imagine people have, which is the obvious question, what exactly is the Sugar Slowdown program and what are its objectives? Well, the Sugar Slowdown program is a comprehensive step-by-step guide to reducing sugar intake. Now, this is not your new you, new year, new me kind of scenario. This is a way to inform you about how sugar is impacting your body so you can make better decisions about it. We're not trying to force anybody into anything. We're not trying to strong arm you or shame you into a particular choice. We're just trying to arm you with the information that best serves you so you can have the best outcomes possible. So some of the things we're trying to do with this program is help you reduce your daily sugar consumption. And it turns out even reducing your sugar consumption by 2 teaspoons a day can impact your health in a positive way. So you don't even have to make a big change to make a change. And we are going to celebrate all of the changes that move you in a positive direction. We also help you develop a plan to help you cut down on sugary foods and drinks. We help you understand the role that sugar plays in your life and how it impacts your health and in some cases your mental health. And we help you make sustainable lifestyle changes that promote overall well-being. So, one of the questions that people may ask is, who is the ideal candidate for this program? Well, the Sugar Slowdown program is ideal for anyone who consumes too much sugar. And it turns out most people in America consume way, way, way too much sugar. We are not a medical program, so this is not something to help you lose weight or to maintain your blood sugar levels. Go to the doctor for that, do what's recommended for that. But our goal is really to help you improve your overall health and well being. We want to help change the way you feel about your relationship to sugar. We want you to break free from some of those sugar cravings. And we want you to develop a better relationship to sugar. A lot of times I think sugar is demonized in the diet and wellness community. And although most people agree that sugar is not great for you, it is everywhere. And there's got to be a healthy way to relate to it. And that's what we try to do in our program is help you find the best way to relate to sugar in your environment. So let's talk about some of the key benefits to reducing sugar. These are things that are byproducts of reducing sugar. What the outcome is for a specific person really depends on where they begin. But some of the things that people experience are weight loss, improved blood sugar control, a reduced risk of chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease. Oftentimes, people report increased energy levels, improved digestion, improved mental clarity and focus, and better sleep. The things that Core Harmonic really focuses on are those last four things. Trying to increase your energy levels, trying to improve your digestion, improving your mental clarity, and getting better sleep. Because if you're able to achieve those four things, it's more likely that you can have the power and the energy to do other lifestyle changes that will take you even further. So the next question is, how does the program work? What do people have to do? What is the investment? So the investment is time and openness. In some cases, money, if you do phase 2 or phase 3. But what we do is ask you to learn about sugar. So we've provided lots of resources that are educating, but sometimes often also entertaining. And we also provide some activities that help you be introspective about your relationship with sugar. So it's a very active program. It's not just watch a video and answer a few questions. We're going to ask you to go out and find things or do things or report things back. It's interactive in that way. The investment in terms of time is anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes for phase one. And in phase two and three, it's a little bit more like 15 to 30 minutes per activity. The way that it's planned out is that it's a choose your own adventure. So you don't have to do it all in once. It's not like a 7-day challenge. It's not like you have to do this in 30 days. The course expires in a year, so we'd like you to do it within a year. But you actually can take your time with it. We do send out some nudge emails from time to time if we feel like we've lost you. But ideally, you can take your time and work with each module as you see fit until you get that particular habit down, and then you can move on to the next one. We also have an online community that's there for support. Support staff is in there, as well as other members who are experiencing some of the same things that you are. So there's hopefully there'll be a vibrant community around the courses and what you're learning and what you're doing, so that you can get the support that you need to help you reduce your sugar intake. Okay, so let me see what other questions. Is this program suitable for people with dietary restrictions or specific health conditions? Again, we are not a medical program, so we encourage people to seek out whatever medical help that they need. But the way that the program is designed, it is highly unlikely that by reducing your sugar intake, you will have any kind of adverse effects in terms of health. You may not feel great as you kind of get these sugars out your system. There might be other things that happen as you try to navigate changing your lifestyle. But for the most part, it's designed to make sure that you stay healthy, and that ideally you get stronger and have more energy by the end of it. Okay. So, are there any specific foods or drinks that participants are encouraged to avoid? At Core Harmonic, we are a non-shaming uh, business and community. We don't say this food is bad, this food is good. What we say is whether we ask the question, is this a food aligned with the results that I'm trying to get? Or is it misaligned with the results I'm trying to get? There are foods that support your health and your well being, and there are foods that do not support your health and well being. And these foods actually can be quite different for different people. We do not advocate a specific diet or a specific routine or a specific way. We use data to help decide what is right for you. So you're a unique person with a unique history, with unique habits, and what we do is we understand your uniqueness using data, analyze that data against our database of 20,000 other people, and try and make recommendations that fit in line with your unique needs. And so we're not about shaming anyone's choices. We're not about recommending specific things to everyone. We're really about finding what works for you and helping you make those changes so that you can continuously support your health. Okay, will there be a focus on meal planning and recipes? I love a good recipe, and so there are a lot of recipes in this process. Partly because when you're changing your eating habits, there are things that you may not be able to have as much anymore, and there's a part of you that may crave or want something that's similar or familiar. So we do talk about substitutions, especially when it comes to sugar. But we also talk about how to get back to getting your taste buds used to natural foods. So, one of the things about sugar is it can, over time, especially if you consume a lot of it, the things that you taste will taste different. So, if you're used to having a lot of sugar, when you have something like an apple or a strawberry, it may not taste sweet to you. And so one of the things that we're trying to do with Sugar Slowdown, especially in phase three, two, and three, is to help you get back to having taste buds that can taste the nuances of sweetness, especially in natural foods. So we use recipes to do that. We try and use things that are similar to things you might be familiar with, but it's not going to be the same. Let's not pretend it's going to be the same, but it should give you some of the texture and the color and the feeling of that original food. And in some cases, I personally think some of the recipes are better than the original. So absolutely, we talk about um, recipes. And then as far as meal planning, with this particular program, we don't do a lot of meal planning. Um, but there are other programs in the works that will get closer to meal planning. Okay, let me just see. Someone asks, can I still enjoy my favorite treats while participating in the program? As I said, we're a no shame program. You can eat or do whatever you want. The only thing we're going to ask you is whether it's supporting your goals. And if it is, that's great and it works out. If it isn't and you're still choosing to do it, maybe there's some things that we can add to your diet to support you in that choice. Sometimes, if you're having a lot of sugar, not ideal, but you may want to balance it out in a different way by adding some more natural foods to your or different nutrients. Because sometimes people crave sugar because they're actually not getting the nutrition that they need. So, with that, we don't shame choices. We just try to find the best way to support you towards your goals. And let's see, I've got a couple more. Is there going to be ongoing support after completing the program? Absolutely. So our community, the Core Harmonic community, is open and ready for exchanges, and that will be around all year. Absolutely. There is a thread dedicated to the Sugar Slowdown. And within that community, there'll be other people on different programs as the year goes on. But there will be ongoing support throughout the year for the Sugar Slowdown program. And then finally, are there any costs associated with the program, and what does the fee include? That's the best question, just so everyone is clear. There are three phases to the program. There's phase one that is 100% free. It's a mini course. And what it's designed to do is to help you understand how sugar impacts your life and then give you a few exercises and activities to do to see sugar's role in your life. Totally free. You can do it on the web. There's also an app, so you can do it mobile. Super easy, not a lot of time, totally free. Phase two is $57, and it is the next level. So after you've learned about how sugar impacts your body, you go into a phase of understanding how you are interacting with sugar. So we do a little bit of food tracking, not in the way that you're used to, and we do a little more experiential understanding of the role that sugar is playing in your life, your main sugar triggers, and how to offset some of those choices. So we get more into what's going on with you. So that's phase two, $57. Phase three, oh, I should also say in phase two, there are lives that happen that you can drop in and ask questions, and we'll be going through some of the materials for phase two. For phase three, that is the most extensive program, but it includes all phases. So it's $97. You get all three phases. And the third phase is the goal of going to with a week without sugar. So most people have not even thought about what their life would be without, and I should say processed sugar, what's often called white sugar in the United States. A week without processed sugar. So that's the sugary drinks, that's the soda, that's the processed sugar in your coffee. That's all the sugars plus the added sugars that you see in your dressings and your ketchup. It's getting all of those things, getting rid of them for 1 week. And that particular program is the goal. I think it's something everyone should experience because I think there are times in your life where you might face a health crisis or there's something going on, and a week without sugar can give you quite a bit of mental clarity and a bit of energy if you know how to work yourself up to that and take that time. So I think it's something everyone should experience, even if it sounds scary to start with. But the thing about how our program works is there are no time limits. So the courses don't expire until the end of the year. So you have the whole year to do the program if you'd like, or you could do it in 6 weeks, you could do it in 6 months. With that program, again, there will be live support for the curriculum in that course. And then you have the option of getting additional one on one consultations, and that's available on the website. So I'm just going to recap just so we're clear. Phase one, totally free, easy to sign up, low investment, but you'll definitely get something out of it. Phase two is where you get a little more involved in understanding you and your relationship with sugar, and that's $57. And phase three is $97 and includes one, two, and three. And that's where you work yourself up to a week without sugar. And for some people, that will be it, and they may never use sugar again. For some people, the week will be enough. For some people, they'll go to a month. No matter what you decide to do after that week, we have a community that will support you in your decision. So, either way, you will be healthier after that week. So, I think that's all the questions that I have right now. Let me just check the chat. Okay, no other questions. So, if you have questions, oh, that was the other thing. How do you sign up? If you go to our website, food.coreharmonic.com, let me say it one more time, food.coreharmonic.com, you will be able to sign up there. Either look under offerings, it'll be under the courses, or on the front page, there are also some buttons that will take you right to phase one. And you can sign up there and we get started. The course is open on January 11th. But you are free to purchase the courses at any time this year. And we're looking forward to helping hundreds, if not thousands, of people who I have a question coming in to have a slowdown. It looks like there's a chocoholic on this live, and that's the drug of choice. What's fantastic about chocolate and chocoholics is cacao and chocolate is one of the healthiest things that you can have. It really can support your body in some amazing ways, and you can have some wonderful chocolate. I actually have chocolate chia pudding in my refrigerator as we speak that does not have processed sugar in it, and it has maple syrup in it, which gives it a different taste, but a more natural taste. And it's fantastic. So you can definitely find some things that will match that chocolate craving and that don't require the processed sugar. So, on that note, I think that is it. Thank you for spending some time. I'm